Hello everybody, my name is James, and for those who don't know me, I am a senior software engineer for Clearly IP, former core developer for FreePBX and the FreePBX project, responsible for quite a bit of the code that you've seen over the last decade. So I wanted to do some different videos, tutorials, write-ups, whatever, things that relate to coding within FreePBX or development within FreePBX. I put a post on the forum and I was asked to do a quick walkthrough of self-signing modules. Specifically, they said pull down an open source module and do a self-signing. So all of this information is in the wiki at wiki.freepbx.org. Again, I don't work for Sangoma or work officially on the FreePBX project anymore. I currently am working for Clearly IP. You may have heard of us, clearlyip.com. This is not an official thing that I'm doing with the company, but I don't take on side work. So if you're going to buy something, then you want to support, if you want to support my efforts and support what I do, paying them directly and indirectly pays me. So that's a good way to support me for the things I do, since I don't take on work for hire. So again, what we've been asked to do, or what I was asked to do, was to show a self-signing. Bring down open source module and modify it. So I'm not going to do anything fancy with a modification here, just something really quick to be different. A little bit of code quality here. A little bit of free time at home. You can hear my kids in the background positively. So those are the ones I'm actually feeding. It may look like it's just me, but they get to eat too. One of the things, old example that I probably wrote was doing these FreePBX things in here. And what that does is it instantiates a new class every single time for every time it's called. And I don't know, it's just ugly. It seemed like a good idea at the time when I was writing up examples, but in reality it's just, ugh. Anyway, so we'll just call it a day with those changes. So I went ahead and saved those. Now I'm in a module signing directory, and if we open this up, we'll see that I've already pulled down paging tools. And actually, when I was going through things earlier, we'll remove that paging. Anyway, so earlier I pulled down paging. I pulled it down from GitHub, and I pulled down dev tools. Both of these things, well, you don't need paging. You're going to need dev tools for whatever you end up signing, whether it's your module, whether it's a module you're modifying and doing a self-signing. Other thing I had to do offline is a GPG key generation. There's some time it takes to generate the entropy, especially on these virtual boxes, and it doesn't make for good videos. So I went ahead and did that ahead of time. All of the explanation on how to generate your own key and how to do all this, again, is at wiki.freepbx.org. There's a module signing. It's called Module Signing Integrity Validation and Signing Your Own Modules. The signing part of this is actually just stupid simple. What we're going to do here is in that directory, in that dev tools directory, there is a file called sign.php. That's the first part of it. Then we're going to point it at paging. That's the second part of it. Then we're going to tell it this is a local signature. And we're going to give it the signing key that I generated that tells it how I want to sign this. And with that magic, boom, we're signed. And if you'll notice, what it did is it created this module.sig file in there. And the module.sig shows all of the information on what it just signed, the file it signed. You'll see that it's type local signing. It says that I signed it locally. You do want to GPG import the public key of your signing key when you do that. That way it has something to reference off of. So what's left to do now? Again, you just saw me a few seconds ago delete the tar file, but basically that's all we got to do is tar it up. Now, I didn't put a new version number. It's not something that I'm going to do, but typically we go with the format here. CZV, and we put in the tar file name. In this case would be paging. And if we were doing this officially, we would give it the version number. And then TGZ. And then paging. And well, so there we go. We have our module, paging dash version.tgz. This can now be put locally on the machine, can be installed through the module admin. That's it. Nothing more to it. Again, you can see the text walkthrough of this by going to the wiki itself and following along the directions. This gives you just a small visual example. Shows you exactly what it does. Again, what sign does is it creates it just generically creates that module.sig file, which is used by the integrity validation, and that's how all the magic works. Hope this was useful to somebody. Feel free to add on request if you want to know how to do something development-wise in FreePBX, and I will do my best to do a simple video like this or throw together a write-up or something more. Let me know. Thanks for watching.